Hi, welcome to the 1 Minute. This is our weekend edition. And when I say a weekend edition, what we mean by that is that we don't have a signed Bible reading for you. We'll pick back up on the chapters on Monday, if you're familiar how we do that, Monday through Friday. However, on the weekend, we don't want you to get out of devotion mode. And so we have on the weekend, you'll go to theonebaptist.org/devotional. And we have there what you'll see Saturday and Sunday. Saturday being that of reflection, and Sunday being that of preparation. Obviously preparing you for what we're going to look at next week, getting your heart ready, your mind in spot so that we can crank out Monday morning and be hitting truth in motion. On Saturday, what you'll see it causes us to go back and to examine what we read, whether we made application for that in our lives, and perhaps how to make that application. I think you'll very, very encouraged as you go through the reflection this week, and then of course the preparation on Sunday. As you do go back through on the reflection and you see that which we've learned, you'll see that our God is a very detailed God, isn't he? In fact, we finished in the book of Leviticus, and certainly we see a lot of details there with the sacrifices and the offerings and such that picture Jesus. And yet in the past, we saw all those details didn't even matter. More to come on that next week. And then this past week, we went through the tabernacle, probably portions of Scripture that in the past you would just get to and kind of just flip the page or yawn through because, it's just all these little details here and there, and surely they don't have any meaning. And yet we saw where they have tremendous meaning. The meaning of picturing Christ in the sanctuary, the details, every article of furniture being a picture of Jesus or a work of Christ, meaning that God was in the details when at first we may not have saw Him as such, right? In fact, that book of Exodus, it says there in Exodus chapter 25 and verse 8, when he's telling them to prepare the sanctuary, he goes into verse 9 and he says, according to that pattern that I'm showing you, a pattern for the sanctuary, a pattern for the tabernacle. Our God has a pattern, get that, for the tabernacle. Our God has a pattern for your life and for mine. And if we want to reap the benefit of sowing good seed of obedience, we'll just follow the pattern. Don't try to reinvent it. Don't try to circumvent it. Just follow the pattern. Our God is a very detailed God, and He's got it preserved in His Word, that if we just follow His ways, there can be good days. But amongst those days that we know that can be good, you know what else can happen? There can be some days that amongst the details it seems like you're just lost, meaning you just can't seem to find Him in the details. Did you know there are two books in the Bible, the book of Esther and the book of Song of Solomon, where when you are reading those books, you won't find God's name anywhere in those books, but He's all over the details. In fact, I can't wait till we get there in the 1 minute. Some of the most incredible stuff is in those two books about Jesus and our walk, and it just incredible stuff about God. But again, where is He? His name's not there. Oh, He's there. In the details. 400 silent years between the Old Testament and the New Testament. But God, though silent, was always active. You see, that silence just meant that He didn't have a new word for them yet. That was going to come with the New Testament. Now, we have the whole Bible now. We don't wait for a new word, but we can apply like they were to apply, meaning this: God was working out the details for His word to come in fruition, of which He was about to give light to in the New Testament. For them, they simply needed to rest on that which had been given, obey that which had been given, find hope and trust in that which had been given, and in doing so, God was equipping them and preparing them for that which He, by the details, was going to bring their way. And what He brought their way was Jesus. You may think God has forgotten you in some way. He's not. Maybe He's even working behind the scenes, but He's in the details, and you can trust Him. We've seen that this past week. God bless.